Hey, what's up guys, how is it going on? Thank you so much for clicking the video. Welcome back to another Clash of Clans video, and today we're going to be talking about Crusher, how to deal with the Crusher and remove it out as soon as possible. So before I start the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do that right now. Also make sure to click on the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I put in new Clash of Clans content, so you don't miss anything whenever I put in new content. So today we're going to be talking about the Crusher. Now, of course, the Crusher is the most effective and the hardest defense you can probably get on the versus battle, so you want to make sure that you want to take it down, or it's going to wreck your troops and make it a complete fail. So about the Crusher, of course, you can compare it with the Eagle Artillery. The Eagle Artillery works in the very same way. It's going to make a raid into a complete flop if you don't consider it as a threat. So the Crusher is by far the best defense until build hall level 5, until the multi-mortar comes in. The multi-mortar is also a great troop, but the Crusher is again an awesome troop. You need to consider it as a big threat if you are going for an attack. So it has the highest splash damage until the multi-mortar comes into action, so you want to make sure that the Crusher is taken down as soon as possible. So coming to the stats, if you can see, the damage per second is 142 to 230 as the level kind of increases, so that's massive for a defense. So it has a range of 3 point, a radius of 5 whatever it is, 5 tiles, so that's pretty great, and it has an attack speed of 3.5 seconds. Now apart from this, we also need to consider the first attack. The first impact it's going to do, it is going to deal with 500 plus damage on its very first hit. So any troop coming in its way for the first shot is gonna face a 500 hit points on the toss. So that's really the thing you wanna kind of remove out of the way, and that's the reason why the Crusher is so troublesome if you don't kind of remove it. So attacking the Crusher the right way is what we're gonna talk about right now. So you want to make sure that you take in troops which have a radius which have a radius that can go outside the Crusher's range. So what I mean by that, if the Crusher range is 5 tiles, you only want to take in a troop which has more than 5 tiles of attacking range. So like a Sneaky Archers, the Witches, and all those troops which have pretty good range. Like also the Beta Minion, don't add it all, that stands up in the list. So Beta Minion, Sneaky Archers, and the the Night Witch are gonna be doing some great damage because they're gonna maintain the range and kind of kill down the Crusher. So in the very first scenario, in this case, the giant can be dropped in. Make sure that the giants are working on the walls. You don't want to put in any bomber and kind of break through the wall. Instead, you want to make sure the giants are taking down the wall slowly. Instead, and in the meanwhile, you want to put in archers and clear down the Crusher while the giants are breaking through the wall. That's the very first thing you can do if the Crusher is behind the walls. It's hiding behind the walls. This is the perfect strategy you can actually use. Now the next strategy is when the Crusher is on an open area where the Crusher is in between and there are defenses surrounding it without any walls. So in this case, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the giants are not near the Crusher. Instead, you want to make sure that the outer buildings are taken down, or the outer defenses are taken down at first, and you don't want to drop in all the giants, or the giants are going to go and die. So you want to make sure that only one giant is going to come under the Crusher. Make sure that's what is happening. More than one giant, then you're going to actually have this percentage of what you're going to expect from the final output. So make sure you put in a couple of giants and then put in some Sneaky Archers and remove, or any troop Barbarian will do the job as well, but in this case you need archers to remove the Crusher if you're going from ground strategy. So you want to put in a couple of giants, maybe 1 or 2. Make sure the outer defenses are taken down, and once that is done, you can put in some archers and probably wait for the Sneaky Archers to deal with the Crusher while there are a couple of giants still there kind of defending and doing the tanking job. So that's how it's gonna work if the Crusher is in the middle and there are no walls protecting the base. So the third and the thing which you want to avoid is when there is a tricky kind of base. In this kind of bases, as you can see right now, you want to make sure you go towards the builder hall and not through the crusher side. In this case, if you go towards the crusher, you're definitely going to lose, and make sure that you're going to go towards the builder side and not towards the crusher side. At least you're gonna end up in a solid 2-star, or at least or maybe a 3-star if you can, but 60% if you can take it from your opponents, then probably you will win the battle without any problems. That's how the versus battle builder base actually works, apart from what we have seen from the home village. If you can take a 60% then above, then you have a high percentage of winning the battle itself. So in these sort of bases, make sure you drop all the troops on the builder hall side. At least you can get up a 2-star, and that way you're not gonna completely fail on it. So now dealing with the crusher is sometimes gonna require some skill and experience, so it's definitely not an easy task to get old to remove the crusher. So you definitely need some experience in how the crusher works. You also need to get old on how the AI actually works. You definitely don't know how the giants are gonna end up and how the archers are gonna end up. It's all on how you probably attack and sometimes luck. So the crusher can be taken down with some cool strategy. So make sure you use the crusher the troops the right way, and make sure you remove the crusher, because it is really troublesome to have a crusher in with your attack. So hopefully I helped you out. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click on the bell notification icon to get notified when we're uploading new Clash of Clans content. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayrus, and I'll be seeing you the next time. Until then, goodbye.